Falcons, edge rusher, biggest need.
That's it.
Dallas Turner. I don't know. I'm kind of already putting that one in pen.
It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan of Dallas's game, but like the profile, he's just checking too many boxes, and I think he plays more powerful than like his frame would suggest. Because I was a little surprised when he mentioned at 245. I thought he was close to like 260 or like 255 in that range. But
so
hey,
long. Yeah.
He's 21, runs a 4.4, not afraid of contact. Yeah,
I know, and
bring him in.
He's really useful. I think it's just it's going to be hard to break for me is that he's not a top 10 edge rusher that you're like, oh, this guy's going to get 14 sacks one year. It's like he might cap out at 8. He might have a 10 sack year in his career, but he might be more of an 8 sack guy. But he's going to be on the field every play, and he's going to be doing something useful every play, dropping the coverage, play the run. The guy I keep coming back to as my kind of like role comparison is Bruce Irvin. From the Seahawks. That is what I kind of picture him as, kind of that really a good pass rusher, but he kind of does everything good. But that's a different type of guy you take in the top 10 than usual. So I'm with you. I love him with Raheem's defense, though. I think he's a perfect fit for that.
The New Orleans Saints, they need to be kicked out of the league. They need a new front office is what they need, because this
someone needs to step in.
Bro, like, have you looked at their draft picks? Like, what is going on here? They have the first pick. Their top 3 picks are 14, 45, and 150. Like, dude, where did your picks go?
They traded for a bunch of stars. Don't you remember? Like, I'm sure those trades were moving up for a quarterback or something.
You look at the roster, you look at the cap space, you look at the draft picks, and you're just like, how did this happen? This is not a great football team, and you have no assets to make it better. But hey, they got underneath the cap, right? So all is good, all is well. I would put their biggest need. Maybe they're another team that should be pass rusher too, but honestly, it's probably offensive line. Ryan Ramczyk, he might not play again, which would be a huge blow for him because he's one of like the best tackles of like the past generation of football. Yeah. Trevor Penning has been borderline unplayable.
Can't playable. Yeah, you can't even play him.
Andres Pete's gone, so the need that they have is probably offensive line. I know that we've put in our mock drafts, I think like 3 times in a row, Troy Fatanu, did I pronounce his name right?
It's Fatanu.
Fatanu.
I know. I'm kind of been kicking myself because I've been singing his praises for like 9 months and I've been saying his name wrong the entire time. And Dane goes, I just learned it last week. Dane knows all the name pronunciation. He's like, don't worry about it. I just learned it last week. So that's why I changed it. Yeah. Troy Fatanu, which I love. I actually love that player fit for them because, I don't know what spot they might need. Right tackle, left tackle. Pete's gone. Left guard. I think he could play all of them, or at least be, maybe start a tackle, see how that goes. And worst case, I think he's a very good left guard. So I feel like that player and team fit, it's like makes it all the sense in the world.
Yeah. They just need the flexibility because they, like I said, they have so many holes to plug, and that's kind of the guy that can help. I would put like Graham Barton in there too.
Yep,
because
same line of thinking.
He's probably a better left tackle than Trevor Penning. So
he rocks. I can't believe people got down on him. I'm glad that Barton tested like a monster because it was like that's what he looks like on film. I think he got typecasted so bad. It was just that people saw Peter Skoronski last year. From Northwestern, went to the Titans in the first round, and I think they're like, oh, he's just like him, and I'm like, Barton's better. Barton's longer. Barton's like better than him, and he went top 12. So I don't know.
Saints, I'm interested to see how the season turns out for them, but I wonder if they will ever actually be brave enough to just press the reset button because it's going to mean some people are going to lose their jobs, but it's kind of what needs to be done for the health of the organization. Next team, Panthers. I have really shifted on this, watching their moves over free agency. Their biggest needs are on defense now, probably.
Which is crazy, right?
They have nobody except for Derek Brown on defense. And, now they have Clowney, and I guess Shaq Thompson's one of those guys where I have no idea. Like, I don't know if he's good or terrible.
He's very scheme dependent. It's very, Phil Snow a couple of years ago. Used him like perfectly, and then he's fine, he's playable, but he's better with certain defenses. Like JC Horn's pretty good, but he's never healthy.
He's never healthy. He's played
Ever.
I think he's played 21 games since he was drafted, which is
they took him over Surtain.
Yeah,
still insane to me. They did sign my boy Josh Nijman, so I'm pretty fired up about that.
That's probably the best left tackle. And I'm going to say it. That's the best left tackle on their roster right now.
His film was legit better. Yeah.
That's better than Icky's.
That's not even a better. That's not even a bold take. Yeah, that's easy.
Also, I need to correct myself. J.C. Horn has played 22 NFL games, not 20.
Oh, yeah, and they got Deontay Johnson, which is fine. I know everybody thinks he's on the verge of a breakout year, but it's there's a reason he hasn't gotten it. But he's fine. He's an upgrade over what they had. Obviously, they're picked 33. They're kind of everyone has mocked, including me and Mina, Lad McConkey to them at receiver to add a little bit of juice. Not sure if I love it.
I don't love it now that Deontay's there.
Right, kind of samey.
We're too small now. Thielen, Lad, Deontay,
Mingo's a gadget
Bryce.
guy. Yeah, it's not like Mingo's an outside receiver. They need like a true big outside receiver or like a bigger one. And there's some decent ones, but they also need speed. But that's why you get Deontay. So, yeah, Panthers are fascinating.
Yeah,
they're always going to be fascinating.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is like the worst defense in football next year.
That's not a bold take. That's yes, that's. I meant that in a good way. You know what I mean? Like,
just look at their roster. I feel like if you put their roster in front of like a casual NFL fan, they're going to be like, who the hell are these guys?
They see Clowney and they're like, oh, they're awesome. Yeah. That's what they're going to see. And now I'm really racking my brain. Like, who can have a worse defense?
In terms of like just pure talent, they're near the bottom. Shout out to Clowney for getting that bag, man.
Yeah.
Got to go home, get the bag.
I like the mercenary career of Clowney. Not how I expected his career to go, but I kind of like this mercenary renaissance of Jadeveon Clowney and getting used in different ways too. It's like every defense coordinator is just like, yeah, you're going to do this for us. And he's like, okay, all right, as long as the check's clear.
Yeah. So, all right, let's give a prospect at 33 for. Dude, this team needs the first overall pick in such a bad way. They need that pick so badly. But at 33, they got 33. They have 39 after Brian Burns. They traded him to the Giants. So, you're looking a little better than you were. And to be honest with you, I think the Brian Burns thing needed to end. It didn't seem like that was a healthy long-term thing. No. And he didn't play all that well last season anyways. So,
man. I mean, if they want to go receiver, I get the McConkey thing, but then like if you want bigger, it's like Troy Franklin from Oregon, but he's like 175 pounds. I do like him, but AD Mitchell, if he was there, but I think Mitchell will be gone by then. And then Leggett, and then that's the thing is Leggett and Mingo have some sameness to them, and so it's like, do we want two of these guys? I like one of them. I think Leggett. I actually liked him better than Mingo, but it's like I don't know, there's some sameness there. Brian Thomas will probably be gone from LSU. Keon Coleman could be interesting because that's a type they need, but Keon Coleman isn't a burner. And if they think Deontay can create that space in the offense, then that will be fine. But again, it's what they're comfortable with. Because, like Jalen Polk, I'm high on, but I don't think he doesn't add juice. He's just like a good, solid guy. Jalen McMillan is another more of a slot guy. Roman Wilson's more of a slot guy. Johnny Wilson's big on the outside, doesn't add a lot of juice on the outside. I think Carolina Panthers fans are going, an oversized Florida State receiver or Kelvin Benjamin, PTSD. I think they would probably pull their hair out about that one. So I think there's options. It's just I'm curious what they think of their guys, like what they actually think they want to upgrade on. They got Amir Smith-Marset too, man. They got my guy.
They're just, the Panthers. They're kind of at a point where it's just, dude. Just go BPA. Follow the board.
Yep, draft talent.
Just draft talent. You have so little of it. Stock the board. Buccaneers pick up the pace here a little bit. I feel like this is pretty easy. You traded away a cornerback. You need a cornerback. If you're going to stick with the Baker thing, don't need a quarterback. Use wide receivers still in good health. I feel like you just need to get a cornerback after trading Carlton Davis to Detroit. That's a little thin.
Yeah, it's corner or interior offensive line.
That's where you're back to like where the Eagles were because they have the 26th pick. Kool-Aid, McKinstry, Kamari Lassiter. If Terry Arnold falls, maybe you're looking at that. But cornerback, I feel like should be a pretty easy selection for them in the draft. Do you have anything to add?
Nope, nothing to add. Corner, interior offensive line, move on from there. I actually like their defensive line better than I thought. Their young guys were really playing well.